and welcome to the Women in Business Big Show 2025. Hello and welcome back to the Women in Business Big Show 2025. We are at Wilmington Academy. We are at Wilmington Academy, that's where we are. And I am joined by the duo of Tomi and Temi.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And there is a reason behind that, because Ben then made a joke about Tammy and he went, well, that's my sister's name. And back by, and I knew I was going to forget it. And your thingy spun around and
sorry.
Welcome. Ladies, introduce yourself. Tell us what you guys do.
My name is Tomi. So we run a business, a law firm. We are in Dartford. We do private client work. So we do wills, lasting powers of attorney, probate, administration of estate. Established in 2020. Been trading for about 2 years now.
Okay, congrats.
Yeah. Tomi is the solicitor, and I'm paralegal working under Tomi. Yeah.
Okay. So you're in that area. You're in Gravesend, was it?
Dartford.
Dartford. Oh my God, my brain is like, he's done something to me in that split second of pressing record there. So what do all those things mean? Like, I'm stood here thinking, oh my God, do I need those? Like, do I have those?
Do you
like,
have a will?
No, we won't go into this. Okay. I did know I knew that one. Damn it, I set myself up for that one.
So literally this, you'd be surprised as to how many people don't have a will in the UK. So estate planning, lasting powers of attorney. So if you lose mental capacity or physical capacity, you need to appoint family members that you trust that can sort things out for you, pay bills, make decisions about your health and your welfare. So we want to raise that awareness in the UK. Get a will done.
So I can't just write in the will, if something happens,
It'd be so
then,
easy.
then like, kids, you pick who you want. Like, I have to name someone. Do I have to tell them I've named them?
It'd be a good idea, but you need to be very specific as to what your wishes are. You know, signed legally. You know, with two witnesses and all of that. So so it's really important that you get that done.
What happens if you don't have that then? What are people not realising by not having those things? The fear.
No, mostly because of with how law runs. So it just, if you don't have a will, then it's intestacy rules. So it goes to your spouse, your kin, so it'll be your parents, it'll be your relatives. But then unfortunately, like how life runs, unfortunately you might be in the midst of a divorce with someone, you haven't signed everything off yet. Guess what, if something happens, hopefully everyone's still fine, you have a long life and everything, but if something does happen, the first person entitled to your estate and all your assets is your spouse, who you haven't yet signed the divorce papers with. Imagine if you have a falling out with your family. Unfortunately, they are the next person in line. If you don't have anyone around you, and you've always imagined leaving your money or some of your assets to charity or whatnot, you don't get a say. It goes to Crown, it goes to the government. Lovely, but you don't get a say basically on what you want to do after you've died. So really, people don't realise that having a will is not just protecting your family in the future after you've gone, but it's also protecting your rights and what you would want for yourself in the future as well, even when you're not there.
So how long does a process, what have I got to think about? How long is that process going to take me?
At Alpha Link Legal Services, we want to make the process very easy, straightforward, simple. So from the initial consultation, get the instructions done. It depends on you, I guess. So once you've given us the instructions, we draft that as soon as possible, within a week.
Oh, wow.
You can get that signed. If it's a simple, straightforward will, if it's more complex, we'll obviously go through everything with you, but it shouldn't be more than 2 months. That should be done.
Wow, that's cool.
Tomi's really good. She's got everything sorted out. She's what she focused on. So as soon as someone comes in, she knows everything she wants to ask them, and they're like, oh wow, I didn't think about that, but I want to do this. I want to do this, because she's got it all sorted.
Very important.
And that process and that it is down to the, like you say, the journey that they take. You can make sure you hit all those. And I suppose there are things within that probably there are going to be areas that we're not going to understand. I'm trying to think, like land registry was something I got speaking to my mother-in-law about the other day, and I was like, oh, what? And she was like, oh, I've got to change the land registry, and I was like, what land are we going to inherit? She was like, no, it's like where our house is. Like it doesn't work. It's not just because you own a house. There is more to it than that. So all those things, this is where your expertise comes in.
No, that's it. So it's down to the instructions. So we find out, oh, do you own the house jointly with somebody else? It might be jointly held with someone you probably didn't know about. So it will pass automatically to that person.
Wow.
Yeah.
If maybe it's an ex, it will pass automatically to that person. So you need to sever the joint tenancy so you own it, or remove the passing. So very important, yeah.
Incredible. And so what age do you look at getting a will?
Yeah, so as soon as you've got an asset, really, you should get a will, because you don't know what age something might happen to you. I don't want to say you'll die, because everyone always thinks about wills like that.
Okay.
Oh, when I do a will, I'm going to die. No. You never know when you're going to die. You're never too young or too old to do a will. You should do it as soon as you've got something you want to leave.
From 18 and over.
Yeah, from 18 and over, but as soon as from that age, you've got something you want to leave.
Something of value that really people can either take or fight about, and those sorts of things that you think, if I went now, what would happen to this? You need to tell people what's going to happen to that for them. Take that decision out of everyone else's hands.
That's it. I mean, make it easier for your family members so they're not running and making decisions that you wouldn't have wanted.
Yeah.
What's the best way for people to get in touch? Have you got a website?
Yep, so www.alphalinklegal.com. Also email Tomi at alphalinklegal.com or info@alphalinklegal.com. Telephone number 01322 473 493.
Look at that. She knows her stuff. You have got your process. You're like ding, ding, ding. But we're going to steal that process. We're also going to put it in all the show notes. So you won't have to type that. We're going to get it there. It's going to be clickable. You can go and find Alpha Link and make sure you've got your will. If you've got an asset that you would think someone would fight about, then you need to make sure it's covered so that if something happens to you, it's held safely. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining. I apologise about my fluff and tough at the beginning. I don't know what happened to me. I thought my incapacitation was going for a second there. I was like, I need to write a will quickly because he's going to take it all. Ladies, thank you very much. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too.